Today we turn the house into a coffee shop. I mean, which coffee shop doesn't have a good scone? On the Tiburzi Test Kitchen. The ingredients: frozen berries, sour cream, flour, baking powder, and baking soda, white chocolate chips, and the coolest ingredient, shredded frozen butter. Looks like popcorn. Oh, and don't forget the egg. Dry ingredients first: the flour, the sugar, I never mentioned the sugar, baking powder, and baking soda. Now mix. Add the frozen butter to the dry ingredients. Begin to mix. Make sure not to overmix. Wet ingredients: combine the sour cream with an egg, beat to consistent. Add the wet to the dry, mix till covered. Add the berries and white chocolate chips and mix. Again, be careful not to overmix. Now on a flat surface, lay some wax paper. Don't freak out. The first time you look at the dough, you're going to look at it and say, this stuff isn't moldable. Don't worry, it is. So work it out like this and you'll be fine. Now just cut it like you cut a pizza, but with a butcher knife. Place the slices on a cookie sheet, sprinkle with sugar, place in the oven, and bake. Flash freeze the scones by placing them on a cookie sheet and into the freezer for a couple hours. The scones last for months. Just put a baking instructions on the bag. And hot delicious scones every day. So Katie's quick tip is use the frozen butter. You're not going to overmix the mixture this way and your dough comes out perfect every time. I even use it for the biscuits I make. I always would make crappy homemade biscuits. Once I turned to frozen butter, everything fixed itself. Another Katie quick tip, you can use any sort of mixed berry you want. Be creative. What I like about them is you can place dozens in your freezer and always have them on hand. Join us next week for another delicious episode. Until then, keep cooking and eating.
Ha 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 ha!